we are taking several steps, the steps that we took, which are called kinetic steps of trying to eliminate the hubs, terrorist hubs in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The further talks can only happen once terrorism is given a complete stop and completely given up by Pakistan. Indonesia was far more supportive than we were even expecting.
In the aftermath of the terror incident, and it's a 9-member delegation, the General of ASEAN, and with they're full of questions and comments. And we have also, just before this meeting, we had an interaction with.
Well, it's a fairly straightforward thing. One, that there is a long-standing unanimous resolution of Parliament of India saying that that the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir must be vacated and given back to India. And as you know, that even in the Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir, the seats that should have been in that area are kept vacant, just for this reason that we have a long-term commitment that area is to come back to us. That's one important factor. The second is that the government has reiterated this because often questions are asked about will you talk, will you not talk, etc. We have expressed our distress that repeated attempts to talk and negotiate have been betrayed by Pakistan by a subsequent attack, and several attacks have happened over the years. So it has been made clear that now we are taking several steps, the steps that we took, which are called kinetic steps of trying to eliminate the hubs, terrorist hubs in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which is the first thing we did. And then when there was a retaliation, without escalating any further, we responded to that retaliation by neutralizing the basis from which retaliation was coming. But we've also said, the government has said clearly, that talks can happen only when the commitment of Pakistan to peace is clear, that their support for terrorism is cogently shown to have stopped, and only then can there be a conversation with Pakistan. And that includes the treaty, water treaty, Indus Waters Treaty being put in abeyance, that even on that issue, the further talks can only happen once terrorism is given a complete stop and completely given up by Pakistan.
So what has been the response in Indonesia? Are they supporting us? How are they responding?
Well, I believe that Indonesia was far more supportive than we were even expecting, and we expressed our gratitude for that. They reiterated the condolence and the support messages that had already come from the President and have already come from the ASEAN headquarters, etc. And they took a lot of interest, reiterated the support that they've given. The issue now is, of course, ASEAN at its next meeting can take up the matter further, because we were only talking to the Secretary General. But as far as the government and the representatives of Indonesia are concerned, they were very, very supportive, including the political parties, some of whom we will continue to meet today. They were extremely supportive of India's position. And the narrative, the so-called narrative that was pushed by the Chief of Army Staff in Pakistan, now a Field Marshal, that narrative was completely negated and rejected in our conversations.
The Vice Chairman of Inter-Parliamentary Cooperation